What's up, guys? I'm Polly, and this is totally not a film commentary about Blair Witch, the third Blair Witch movie, from 2016. Blair Witch is, like I said, it's the third installment. It's an hour and 29 minutes, and it's categorized as a horror thriller. IMDb gives it a 5.0 out of 10, and I watched the trailer for this one, and it looks like it is going to be the redemption that we are looking for from the travesty, whatever, that is the second film. So, things I did take note of are, in the cast, it says that Heather Donahue's in this one too, and she's from the first one, so I have a feeling, I don't know what that's gonna be since she dies in the first one. Okay, and I know, I sound higher energy now because I'm doing this right after doing the second one, but, I will say she, not Heather, but, Lionsgate is doing this one, which is why I got really happy about thinking that this is going to be like a sign of redemption for the awfulness that is Blair Witch 2. And then it just, yeah, I was just really excited about that because I wrote it down twice basically. So yeah, at the end of the last one I said I don't know how I should feel going into 3 with how big of a disappointment 2 was. And the trailer, go watch the trailer, but the trailer reinstilled me thinking that this was actually going to be good. The budget for this one is right in the middle. And I always mention budget because the budget is honestly really important in terms of quality. Some people do a lot with a little, and some people do a little with a lot, which we have seen both ends of the spectrum in this series. So if anyone was ever just wondering why I include the budget versus how much they do in the box office, that's why. And this film, for having a budget of $5 million, they did, once again, roughly in the same area as the other two. At the box office, they did $45.2 million. So, I don't know. All these different approaches really just got them about the same. I think this is the first one not to come out in October. I don't remember when the first one came out in, but the second one came out in October. So that's interesting. And yeah. I don't know what else to say. as long as, look, they set the bar so low in the last one that as long as it's better than the last one, it's gonna be a good movie. Anything it does beyond that is just extra for them. Honestly. Because, gosh, that bar was set so low. I almost want to investigate why on earth the second Blair Witch is so awful compared to the first one. But we'll see. Maybe it's a 2 out of 3 situation. Maybe 2 of them are good, 1 of them's bad. Maybe 2 of them are bad, 1 of them's good. So, I can't even begin to tell you how motivated I am to get into this right now because I'm just so excited to finally resolve all 3 of these. But yeah, I guess there's nothing else to do but do a countdown and start watching the movie. Like I said, runtime's an hour and 29 minutes. Horror thriller. This one actually looked like it might have a better chance of scaring someone than the second one. The first one is such a suspense scare, it should not count. But yeah, do I have everything? Yep. Let's go ahead and get into it. 3, 2, 1, play. I was so excited to see the Lionsgate logo on the trailer. I was like, oh heck yeah, because Lionsgate, they were the guys that put out the first one. Oh snap, they got little glitches. This did come out in 2016, and so to give some retrospect, this Blair Witch is living in a post VHS era for found footage films. And I know I'm totally picking favorites here, but to me, I feel like for this generation, VHS is definitely the benchmark. We're back in the house. We saw a face. They are running from someone. Snap. Oh snap. They brought out YouTube. This is meta now, because you're watching this on YouTube. So they're throwing 2 out of the M1. They never found the house. They're throwing them both out the window. That's a little creepy, but okay. Even creepier. Is this phantasmal? This is very VHS of them. Oh, that's his camera. And that looks like a rebel. A camera. She has an ASMR mic. She making creepypastas? Okay, they added some sounds to that. So do we not even bring up 2? Are they trying to make this seem like a more direct sequel? I feel like this whole shenanigans of these 3 films needs to be discussed. Maybe he'll talk the Nexpo or Night Mine. This is the biggest question of all three, basically. Um, this is. They definitely took some things from, like, VHS and As Above, So Below. This is very VHS of them. Hmm. Hmm. No tripod? Oh, it's the drone. These tropes are a little cringy, but like I said, the bar is not set too high. They are already succeeding past expectations right now. Something really just like something drastic would have to happen for me to be like, really? They were able to make this worse than two. Foreshadow. They're gonna hear weird sounds and think that they're playing. Hey, reference. See? That was the same stuff they were drinking Red Label in the hotel room in the first one too. And Utz chips. I like that, Matt. Huh? Uh, hey, they got a lot of aquariums. Huh? Oh boy. Well, you're gonna have cameras filming, so is it really in private? Uh, well, that's loud. What the heck is he listening to? Like, didgeridoo rock? Like, what the heck is that? How come not everyone has headlamps? That's wild. That there's like, if those were bricks in a road, because over the Confederate flag said follow the yellow brick road. It's very interesting. That resembled a yellow brick road. Why is that asked? And oh, I like that little lion on his bag. But why was that asked in every film? And also, is that symbolism for him being like actually a hunter or something? Facts. Well, I mean, they talked a lot about it in the first one. And it seemed like they were just trying to make a quick buck in the second one. Maybe after that is when they started wanting to just forget about it. They have to tell that story in every single one. So obviously that story and the Coffin Rock story are like the catalyst. I feel like anytime they mention stuff like the bait, that is them literally changing like canon ideas. You know? Well, that was bad camera setup. There's a literal twig in between. Oh, bees! Those bumblebees? I'm seeing this pattern of the people going into it, not believing. Seemed like in the first one, the locals wanted to avoid this place. Huh, it's in meters, even though that was millimeters. They just got everyone's footage. Let me guess. That's the story from the second one with that kid. That's what Tristan was seeing. Of course you're crossing. That's the whole Blair Witch experience. Let's cross a stream or river about 30 times. This movie series proves that there is no such thing as a reliable character when it comes to found footage. She got 30 people around her. Ain't no reason why she can't make it out of that. She's already been marked. Ouch. Hopefully that doesn't turn into some scribble with precision. Hey, I used to have black on black Converses. They were made differently from the rest of the Converses I had. It's pretty interesting. How can he not set up a tent? Everyone else has set up tents. How are they gonna fly that drone? Like, that is a dense forest. Someone's probably about to go missing. That's a drone. It's gonna drop back down. Ooh, that looks good. I wonder who started that. Roasting hot dogs on a fire. It wouldn't be Blair Witch without innuendos. We are at 1:06. 30 seconds. Then everyone, the whole town got swallowed. It was pretty much like Silent Hill, if you've ever seen that. I think they bring that up in the first one, and then tried to change it in the second one. And maybe now. Yep, he's right. That dude's seen enough horror films. It seems like they are. Like they're in some type of cult. I've yet to see that tie-in. Oh, there's the VHS glitches. This almost seems like a modern version of the first one, except more people, drones, and YouTube. I'm pretty sure it's gonna pick up. Even though thriller as a genre does include suspense sometimes. You can have suspense without it being a thriller, but I don't think you can have a thriller without some amount of suspense. So, oh my gosh, what the heck? Keep in mind, inflation aside, this film was cheaper to make than the second one, also. Oh my gosh. That actually got me. I jumped. Turn your... Oh my gosh. They gotta make all of these weird sounds and be like, oh, it's this normal item. That totally didn't sound like something from Signs. Is there a person sitting over there? No. All of those resounding no's. This chick is so soft-spoken. Oh, is this her camera? I wonder if it really be getting that cold out there. It probably does. I mean, it's Maryland. Jump scare. Coming soon. I got a feeling. This looks more identical to the first one than the second one could ever be. Except for when they were actually using footage from the first one. That's probably the only time. I should have popped some popcorn. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Where did he come from? Where on earth did he come from? Where was he? Let me guess. There's one for each of them. Oh, he's a regular Heather. You can't. It's too late. You spent the night. You're locked in. This is your new Airbnb. For life. Unless you're in the second one. Then you can go in and out as you please. No! If anything, don't touch it. That's hilarious. When I said that, I meant ironic, but yeah. It's the same type. He's like a fanatic. What the heck was that snap? That would be wild if they did. Wow. They were looking at the water. That's like my catchphrase for life. They're gonna come up dead. Never mind. Wow. Jeez. But that's the same camera she had. Like, that's not fake. I like that they're collectively yelling at him. Yeah, I was about to say, has anyone checked on James? This one's getting back to that basic recipe of the first one. I'm sorry, I have quite literally been eating Smarties for like the entirety of the last film and this one. They're just really good. And I can't be bothered to re-record for almost 2 hours on one film, so... Let me guess. The GPS don't work. Heather didn't have the technology. They got the technology and they still out here getting lost. Is this their campsite? They're going around in circles. We got found movie footage on our side. Oh my god. Her foot is like breaking from the bottom up. Oh my gosh. They should do a bone cracking or snapping count for her. And he's probably gonna die like his sister. Would have definitely not have done that. Like, did they watch their his sister's footage, or did they not? Because there are warning signs all over the place. They are doing even worse stuff than they did in the first one. They laying down with the cameras on. Like she's just rolling that Bluetooth headset and like dying. Yo, you gotta get her out of there and take that bandage off. Oh gosh. I don't know why I just got squeamish, but I got squeamish. I'm surprised it didn't just snap in half. Oh! No, something's in there. Oh great, we're gonna keep hearing that sound, aren't we? Ah, she was worried about leeches when she probably got something worse. It's cabin fever, y'all. You can't go into the water. Drone time. That'd be wild if it falls on his head. Like some Final Destination type stuff. Where is it? And so she's just gonna go into the woods with... Wow. Did he, like, forget he was wearing a camera? Oh snap, it's night again. Maybe they're still playing on the whole perspective thing. I think Peter's about to get joshed. I think this is Peter. I haven't learned their names yet. Don't drop that. You have the kids' art supplies. Jump scare. Jump scare. Jump scare. Oh, jump scare. Sounds like hyenas or coyotes. What the heck is that? They should have invested in some better equipment. Either that or that's the forest doing that. Okay, I promise. This is my last thing of Smarties. Did they ever find the drone? Hey, they got those deer cams. It is 44:27. That is how much time is left. Your drone. It was not. So it's Peter and James. They fall into a hole? He's in Lovecraft country now. Oh, that's his hand. What the heck? What am I looking at? Cloverfield. Rick! Daryl! I assume Peter is the Daryl to James's Rick. Or John, whatever his name is. Even though he don't really be acting like a Rick. He dead, bro. Oh. What the heck? Oh, so she has all of the cameras set up. Looks like she's about to kill that chick. But she can see everything that is on, I guess, their cameras. From that little tablet. Oh my gosh. That one got me. Exactly. Same. Can everyone please stop doing that? They're making a sound like they're dropping like 5 to 20 pallets immediately, but it's just people popping up in random places. You guys had to keep the fire going anyway for Home Chick. Just don't throw your map in the water. Or I guess in this case, your GPS. Does he even begin to understand the type of person his sister would be if she was still alive, surviving out there? That's kind of a selfish thought for him to have. She would probably not be your sister anymore. Probably not. At least he's on the same track with names as me. Ashley's the foot chick. Peter is Daryl. James is Rick. Those are just those guys. It seems like the more you resist it, the more into it you get, because that's what's happening to that dude. Also, how about this? How about just don't? Jump scare. That's about as loud as she's been. That was the loudest she's been, like, this whole time. Don't push her into the leaves directly. It's a little messed up. Bruh, he ain't coming back. Sorry to break it to you. He's gonna get coffin rocked. Or joshed. Unless Peter got joshed. That was weird, I thought I saw something. And we're in the tent. I almost said tank. Well, really, you should probably be actually trying to stay awake as long as you can. Like the people in number 2. I think, honestly, I was going to save it till the end of this, but I'm just going to go ahead and say it now. I think they quite literally made this to erase the second one. Like, I think you're not even supposed to consider the second one to be a part of it. Like, it was an attempt, but Lionsgate came back in and said, here you go. Like, they're completely skipping over the second one. Oh, the rock piles. 2 rock piles. Oh yeah, you guys are dying. Oh, I get it now. So every time they come across those wooden figures, those are from other people that have died in the forest. Like that was their warning sign. And so it stayed up. So like if you take that with the idea that this usually happens at campsites, then those were other campsites. Oh my gosh. How is she making a crunching sound walking up? Please, explain that to me. What the heck is wrong with her? At least she's still standing on 2 feet. But this is some Resident Evil type stuff. You need to not... Oh my gosh, every sound is loud. I'm gonna go ahead and turn my volume down just a little bit. Oh, she about to drop. How did she end up getting that energy to be able to do that? They gotta quit removing them. No! Oh my gosh! I guess that's the first time that has happened. No one has decided to snap one in half. Oh, all of a sudden, ain't nothing wrong with her foot. Just saying. Hopefully they had nothing important in those tents. This is pretty cool. Oh my gosh. That came down with some force. They're the coyotes again. Okay. So I have now gathered that Lisa is the camera chick's name. Lisa. So it's Ashley, Lisa, Peter, and James, and then the two other people. The dude that looks like he's from Green Day. Was that her foot again? Dude, her foot's just gonna come off in the shoe. It's traveling up your leg. Oh, the marks are tinier now. Please do not dig in there. Oh, yo. Oh, it's fizzy. Oh. You gotta do it. Ugh, gosh. These special, oh my gosh. What was that even? These special effects are pretty impressive. Has she just been pulling those out of her leg, though? That is a different breed of tick right there. Gosh. It was like a centipede. So that's James. That is Heather's brother. They're looking for Ashley, who just pulled a centipede out of her leg. I think that was Ashley's tent. Peter got joshed, and Lisa was just yelling for... That's Lisa. Was he knocked out or something? Oh, he's getting closer. Is she okay? Is Lisa okay? What in the world is going on? This should be in a league all its own. Like, there's found footage horror film, but then there's shaky, ridiculously shaky found footage horror films. It's gonna be... It's like, who's gonna be part of the jump scare right now? We got some people to choose from. You got Ashley, you got Peter, you got the other two people. What happened to them? And we're back to Ashley. Maybe she finds Peter. No way. That thing is still on. Wait, how does... Oh, so do they all have a, like, cam connection to it? I still think that thing's just gonna be flying at someone's head and they're gonna get knocked by it. Don't you dare climb up the tree. We're serious now. This chick barely has a foot hanging on. And she's like, I'ma climb this super old tree. That just happens to have branches in all the right places that I can climb said tree. She's gonna... Injury is probably about to... her foot did that again. I was just about to say, injury is probably about to happen. Seems like someone's already trying to drive it, fly it. I wouldn't even be up there in her condition. Reach! Oh, there you go. Told you. And Siren Head comes out of some... Wow. That was quicker than Siren Head. Jeez. How do you get swooped that quickly? Ashley is gone. Ashley is one with the forest now. She is not there. Don't... You'd have better luck trying to find Peter now. She has more than an injured foot, that's for sure. We're at 23:30. That ain't her screaming, dude. It's a trap. Those glitches are so generic. And that lightning really made this look like a soundstage, which I guess it kind of has to be. Like, especially when you're dealing with stuff like rain and lightning. Like, visually. Oh snap, it's the house. It would quite literally be physically impossible. That would be wild if, like, them as ghost is constantly, like, reliving, like, being in that house. So she's just, like, running around screaming, Mike! Mike! They made fun of that in the second one. Now, like, the footage is really glitchy. This was the trailer. Well, part of it. It's the Annie Are You Okay? The Are You Okay? Is that what it's called? Nope. Oh, too late now. Gosh. Oh gosh. How's there still like 30 minutes? If they're already in the house. But we know Peter's dead since he was standing in the corner. Has to be. And so is Ashley. There's no way surviving that. There's that stairwell. He quite literally went back to look at the handprints. I wouldn't touch a doorknob unless I had a tetanus shot. She's gonna be behind you. Yeah, keep turning. You'll find her. Oh gosh, don't look under the bed. Is it stuck? They got some whack flashlights. How did he fall down, but then... Oh gosh, that got me. That was a good one. Her name was on the credits, so... Is it ever gonna cut to... What the heck? Is that Lisa? Yep, it's Lisa. That was frightening. Only because it was unexpected. Dude, you're about to get... Lisa's about to get Ashley or Joshed. He was probably getting that treatment first. Oh gosh. That door's probably gonna slam closed for some reason. Or a hand's gonna reach out, obviously. That door does not look real. Neither does that one. Oh, that looks horrifying. I am actually in, like, I got my hand blinders on mode right now. This is, oh, is that the whole alphabet? Are we finally gonna get to, oh, that's the basement. I gotta keep writing notes. Oh, it's... What the heck? He had a beard. Oh, well, there's an even deeper basement. Let me guess, are we gonna see bodies and skeletons? It's a nice pair of jeans. She should not still be alive. How did they find all of their footage? Were they storing in the cloud? She's probably gonna see whatever she saw outside down there with her. Bruh, you ain't gonna be able to. Oh yeah. There are entrances for that thing from outside the house. It must be feeding time. I have a feeling that might actually be the Blair Witch, because it had elongated arms, and they talk about like how they use stones like tied to her limbs, and it stretched them. Or it could be a Wendigo. What if Blair Witch is just the Wendigo? Because this whole series has vibes like that one game. Well, I mean, it isn't necessarily a Wendigo, but you can play it out so that the killer is a Wendigo. Or it's like a killer and a Wendigo? I can't remember. I wish I knew, though, the name of that film. I'll have to look it up. This looks like excerpts from As Above, So Below. This scene right here. As Above, So Below in a nutshell. And then getting freaked out and being claustrophobic. Like, I'm stuck! You gotta calm down! I'm stuck though, I can't get out! But you got to calm down. You can't panic. And then they get dragged off into oblivion. She's having a breakdown though. Does she have like a belt on? What is it? What is stopping her? She can't move back? That's wild. This is gonna be the last one. We are at 14 even. 14 minutes. Oh wait, I get what they're doing here. This is supposed to be like her close-up moment. There's the close-up scene in each one, except she has a bloody nose, not a snotty nose. Is it coming from behind you or in front of you? I'm asking like she can answer. Is she serious? And first of all, it's so bad to be crawling through there with the light, because that's really what be... Oh, snap. Nice! That is Gibbs' #1 rule. I know this isn't NCIS, but it is. How did she fall? What the heck was that sound? This is insane. What the heck? He's gone. Snap. They're wrecking those stairs. The heck is making those sounds? There she is. Made in Blender. Exported into Unity. You're done. You went upstairs. Whoa. That's trippy. That is crazy. How is the found foot? Hey James, how's the found footage that he found her footage? They better not make this an alien type thing. If they go alien with Blair Witch, that would be the thing that would do it. You know? That would be the thing. That quite literally, in my opinion, would make it worse than the second one. Be like, it wasn't... Dude, do it! You need to listen to him. Don't look. Lisa ain't listening. Her eyes are open. Oh my gosh, she's having a Heather moment. That's exactly what Heather said. Y'all just need to close your eyes. Yeah, that was not smart. Just keep... Dude, she wants to look around. Oh, how does this resolve itself? Oh, that's the camera she's holding. If it looks over your shoulder, does that count? You saw, that should count. Is she gonna get to survive this experience? Does this mean that Mike may have survived? Or did... Why was Peter just standing in the corner? Don't look around. Wow. Wow. Is that how it ends? It did not take much. That's the ending. Has to be. Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, um, that ending was kind of a cop out, not gonna lie. But let's start at the beginning. Okay. So, um, I have a hunch that this is definitely supposed to be more of a direct sequel. I think in Lionsgate's world, they would like the sequel that came out the year after to just not exist. But I also think that this is a perfect example of a film series getting to have its cake and eat it too. They got to have the trash sequel and the pretty good sequel. The game did not fare well, but I think it's really hilarious how they quite literally got to throw so much humor. I think in a way actually making fun of Lionsgate, but so much humor was thrown around in the second one that it flopped, but it was made up for it in this one. It definitely was redemption. I was not wrong about that. I give up on believing there are reliable narrators in any of this. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that. And like I said, I think you're supposed to completely just disregard the second film. This one was pretty good. I think in some cases it was actually better than the first one. Like, the first one you're just like, okay, can I get like one scare? The first one is more about just like figuring out what the whole story is. And by the third one, it was actually trying to like keep you enthralled and keep you like chasing the scare. It was pretty cool. Pretty good jump scares. Gosh, double jump scares. My goodness. I almost choked on a Smartie. I do wonder if they're gonna expand the series though. I wonder if there's anything beyond this. Like, as long as the forest exists, they could keep doing these movies. Who knows? I mean, it's been a few years. I would have to look that up. But yeah. Thriller, suspense. Yeah, I think it definitely did that better than the first one. But in that regard, I feel like the first one definitely set the mood for it. Like, it gave you all of the information. This one was like, okay, you know the rules, have fun in the theme park. But yeah, there was a little bit of confusion at the end. If I could knock off points anywhere and knock off the most points anywhere, it would be at that ending because of that confusion, because it's just kind of like, what the heck. It's such a cop-out. Like, she just hears his voice and turns around. But I think because of these three films, I'm just gonna do, like, I kind of want to do a whole discussion on all three of them in general, just like the whole series, like, separately, but I don't know yet. But, yeah. So, that was Blair Witch, technically the third installment from 2016. It was an hour and 29 minutes. 5.0 on IMDb, horror thriller, and yeah, that was totally not a film commentary about Blair Witch. I'll be around. I'll see you guys. I'm gone. Peace.